Loudmouth Central. You're listening to Loudmouth Fisticuffs, hosted by combat sports analyst Joshua Furs and international ring announcer Mr. Live Worldwide Jeff Houston. Half sports show, half comedy show, and half conspiracy show. 100% in your face. So open your ears, shut your mouth, and have a good fucking time.
Longest intro ever. Watcha, 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 watcha. Episode 41, Loudmouth Fisticuffs. In your face, in your pants, in your homes, in your lives. That's Mr. Live Worldwide, Jeff Houston, the ringmaster himself.
Damn it, can you at least let me I wanted to release that information to the public myself. I mean, after all, it is something that I'm doing. Jesus Christ,
I was
man.
trying to help, okay?
That
wasn't.
No, you're trying to get your fucking shine on.
I'm Joshua Furs, and we appreciate you for tuning in. As always.
How about that new opening?
How about the new opening? How about the new logo?
Oh, man. Big shout out to my younger brother, John Houston, who is a remarkable graphic designer. We wanted to do something a little bit different. My man, Josh, he did come to me with a logo design. You know, it was a little too on the nose to some of the things that we've seen out there. No, certainly no offense to you. I mean, you know, thinking is thinking, and I'm definitely all about that, especially when it comes to logo and branding. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to bring it into the modern era because there are so many pictures of John L. Sullivan as is. I wanted to get as close as I thought what John L. Sullivan would look like in the modern era. And, you know, it's the damnedest thing after the finished product. And, of course, Joshua Furs has to remind me that this particular logo of a modern day John L. Sullivan bears a striking resemblance to somebody who has stepped foot into the squared circle. Why don't you release to the public who you feel that is the spitting image with? And I hate to say this, but I kind of agree with you on it.
Dos Pistolas, Diego Garrillo.
It actually does look a little bit like Diego Garrillo. It actually does. I didn't see that until he said something, and it does look a lot like, but I love it. John, I just wanted to give you a shout out. We wanted to give you a shout out. Thank you so much for the awesome new logo. It really looks great. And Josh, I love the opening. The opening is so much more dynamic. It's so much more Loudmouth Fisticuffs. Yes. Now let me release the information that, of course, you had to go ahead. Spoiler alert. Fuck. Anyway, I was talking to Josh about this in a little while, ladies and gentlemen. And, you know, we're going to get into the meat and potatoes of the show, but I wanted to release something to the public on Loudmouth Fisticuffs that I'm very proud of. I started, as I'm redefining, I guess, myself as a professional, you know, I've got a new logo, you know, I'm trying to change up a few things cosmetically. And I started saying to myself, what else can I possibly do to set me apart from the rest? Because that's the most important aspect as a professional for me, is the fact that I'm different from the others, is that I don't follow in suit, that I'm not the plain vanilla, you know, ring announcer. And that's why I started thinking it's ring announcer, because no matter what, think about this, Josh, no matter what, everybody is referred to as a ring announcer who is a ring announcer. They're always referred to that. That's our title. Well, I started saying to myself, I said, well, you know something, that's probably where I can make some changes. And then I thought, you know what? There's an old saying that I would like to resurrect and bring over to the world of combat sports. So from henceforth, I love saying that at the beginning of a sentence. Henceforth, you shall be known as... No, I'm not going to go that way. I'm not going to go the Palpatine way. No, henceforth, I shall now be known as Jeff Houston, the Ringmaster. I have decided to take that old circus title because, as we all know, the circus in the United States, you know, it's dead. It's gone. It's buried. Unfortunately, Barnum and Bailey is no more. So it's just sitting there unused. Let's put it to good use. So let's bring it to the combat sports world. And the good thing about it is, Josh, what I was telling you the other day is that every time when I work with different combat sports, my title changes. In MMA, I'm a cage announcer. When I do grappling, I'm a mat announcer. And when I'm doing boxing or, of course, BKFC, I'm a ring announcer. I'm sick of the title changes. I want to go by just one synonymous title. Ringmaster works for it all. So from now on, ladies and gentlemen, I am now known as Jeff Houston, the Ring Master. I'm sorry, it pops. No, I'm not sorry. Fuck that. I'm not sorry. It fucking pops.
I agree.
And you're going to see a lot of people follow in suit over time. I know it. There are others that are eventually going to be, are you going to... No, Wayne. No. Ringmaster can work across the board, even if you're in the cage. Even if you're in the cage. No, Ringmaster is going to be what? Oh, I appreciate that, brother. Thank you very, very much. No, it's going to work across the board, no matter what fighting platform or surface I find myself on. It's going to be Ringmaster. Because think about it. Who wouldn't want to master their profession? Who among us doesn't want to master our profession? So therefore, I find it appropriate. And some people even ask me, Josh, are you going to dress like the circus ringmaster? The big top hat, the thigh-high leather boots, the red tuxedo jacket with the long tails. I'm like, no. Just because that I've taken the title does not mean that I am taking the outfit with me. No, the outfit stays buried, and I'm glad it stays buried because it would not work. It absolutely would not work. It'd be too fucking corny. It'd be corny if I did that. But bringing back Ringmaster with what I do, what I bring is awesome. So, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, Ringmaster from this day forward.
100%. Zion, what's up? My man, Wayne. Wayne, I still need to watch that video, dude. I need to ask you. They just had a killer show out in Australia. The first was it the first MMA is it the first MMA event in Australia, Wayne, since all that stuff happened?
Are you talking about the first MMA show back since the pandemic started?
Yeah. He knows. Yeah, something like that, or was the first? Maybe it was the first like pay-per-view since all that stuff happened. One of the two. I have no
idea what the restrictions are down in Australia, so I'm not sure if they have been having shows.
Wayne's the head guy. I know no spectators. Wayne's the demolition.
Okay. So it was an empty arena. It was an empty. Yeah.
I mean, everything
looked
good.
A studio show.
Yeah, the production looked good on all the clips I've seen. I still need to watch First in My State.
In the State. Okay, cool.
Okay,
cool. Yeah. Good on you.
It looked good. It looked good, man.
I love it.
Zion, my man. All right, what are they doing? Because I know you were talking about getting the fight for the BKFC 16. I know you said you were just basically waiting for, I guess, a contract, right?
Contract
for the other guy to sign.
Now, Zion, man, I'm going to tell you, man, the city of Zion will rise again, man.
I'm waiting for him.
I'm going to tell you, the city of Zion, man, it's going to be the last city standing in BKFC. Can't wait.
100%, man. And then BKFC 16, of course, in Biloxi next month.
God, I'm in Biloxi 3 times
I saw that.
in the next 2 weeks. I've got Roy Jones Jr. on March 4th next week. The very next day, we've got Icon 5, which is a female-dominated card, and a lot of new potential. And also, it's really awesome to see the MMA return of Jason Knight. Jason Knight is the main event on Icon 5. So it's awesome to see. But I mean, I'm going to tell you, he has an MMA background, and I respect that. But I know that he's certainly found an amazing home with BKFC because he's been able to have those respected wars. He's been able to step foot into the squared circle and lay it all on the line, which he does in MMA as well. And I take nothing away from him, whether it be in the cage or the squared circle. But it's pretty cool to see him back in his stomping grounds on March the 5th. back in the cage. Now, I don't believe that Icon is going to be doing the cage unless they have not told me something, or it's something I don't know. I'm pretty sure that it is going to be in the ring, because they usually have the ring for boxing for Roy Jones Jr. The first night, and they usually don't do any kind of a scene or set change. So it'll probably be the same ring for MMA. That's how we've been doing it in the shows that we've done in San Carlos, Mexico.
I'm pumped, man.
I am too, man. And then
that's the 5th show, right? That's Icon 5?
Yeah, that's Icon number 5. That's under Dean Toole. Dean's been doing a fantastic job with the branding, and also giving a lot of MMA fighters an awesome opportunity on UFC Fight Pass.
Joey Angelo, my man.
What's up, Joey?
Cinderella man. Joey, dude, I need to apologize to you, my man. I still owe you a shirt. I still owe Joey a shirt. And that was fucking like a month ago. I was supposed to send it, my man. I haven't forgotten about you. Damn it. I promise. I've still got all the info.
Damn it.
I will I haven't forgotten about you though.
No, he has abandoned you, Joey.
Let me see. I know. I got you, brother. Let's see. I guess if you want, man, we can go ahead and jump to some of the card did get announced for BKFC 16.
Well, of course, let's go ahead and let's start it off with the top, which is going to be a badass fight. We've got two guys who love to pull the trigger early in BKFC. I'm wondering who is going to be the quickest draw. Man, this is going to be fastest gun in the South. I mean, that's what I'm seeing when I see these two badasses in our main event. This is literally going to be fastest gun in the South, main event style. Leonard Bad Boy Garcia, going up against Hitman 187 Joe Elmore. Jesus, age, Mary, and Joseph Christ. That is going to have really violent repercussions, people. Scary shit, man. Just scary shit.
It's going to be interesting, man, because I think a lot of people, and I said this before, I might even said this last time we were talking about it, but like I think a lot of people are kind of just thinking of the Leonard Garcia that fought Jim Allers, right? And it was a fight, it was over quick. I don't know, man. Like, this is going to be different. Like,
we're going to see a completely different fighter than what we saw with Jim Allers.
Yeah, and plus too, I mean, Jim Allers and Joe Elmore, they're not the same fighter. There's two.
No, they're not. But you don't think that Leonard Garcia has retooled since that fight?
Right.
Oh my God! If anything, man, he is. If anything, man, he is coming in with a purpose. He also knows he's coming in. He's not stupid. He is coming in against somebody who is crazy. Fucking hungry. Joe Elmore is thirsting for blood. Literally, man, we could make Interview with the Vampire Part 2 just on the main fucking event. Seriously, man. Do you still want death, or have you tasted it enough? Seriously, man.
I don't know, man. I think because I know they were even talking about that being for the 165-pound title. And there's another difference.
Mr. Chalbeck. Yep, I've been hearing about that.
Mr. Chalbeck, my man.
I've been hearing the mutterings, the rumor mill and such, that I know that you want Mr. Lobo. And I remember seeing the social media post from our main man. Oh God, I swear to God, folks, you should not be drinking before a podcast. It does no one any good. Paulie Malignaggi is what I meant. Paulie Malignaggi had a quote on that, said that it would Artem would be a good fit for you, John. So I'd like to see that. I would like to see that, but I definitely agree on what he said before. Artem literally has a forehead made of granite. This guy is literally on loan from Easter Island. That is just hard. I mean, he doesn't look like it, but I mean, as far as the density, Jesus Christ, man. I mean, it's like beating your fist against a brick wall. I know you do, man. And that's the beauty about BKFC, is that you can get a big name. It's so much harder to get a big name in all of the other promotions that are more established than BKFC. Here you get the opportunity. Britton Hart is living proof that you can get a big name in BKFC. So if Britton Hart can get it, and I'm not saying anything against Britton because, like I said, she is a different fighter. She is a different person, and it can change your life, man. A big opponent can change your fucking life. It did it with her. So that's the beauty about BKFC, is that you can get a big name.
Yeah, John, we need to I need to hit you back too, man, because I know we were talking before about getting you on and doing like an interview. I definitely need to hit John back. I kind of got a little preoccupied with
some stuff. Loudmouth Central, man.
We'll touch base.
Dude, it's a fucking nightmare in here, John. Once we get you involved, man, I mean, our nightmare, the one thing that I can say is that the water is warm. I can say that at least.
What does that mean?
Come into my nightmare where the water is warm. That's what it means. Jesus, you are thick sometimes, man. Sometimes. What the fuck am I talking about?
The name is Dumas. Do you remember that commercial?
Dumbass.
I'm dumbass material all the way. I'm a go-getter.
Oh, come on. The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexandre. Dumbass. Dumas. Come on, from Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah. Paulie said there is no upside for these guys to fight me. I mean, man, I guess make enough noise. Eventually somebody will.
Yeah, dude, that's what it takes. That's what it takes, dude. That's what it takes right there, man. He says that until anybody can say that until press starts coming their way. Then the upside. So the thing is, sometimes you got to create that out of nothing. You gotta take regular air that we all breathe, and you got to convince the fucking public that this is steroid-induced air. And if you convince the public enough that this is steroid-injected air somehow, which is fucking impossible, some people will still believe it. Once a few, then the many, then guess what? You've actually made noise.
Yeah, I mean, once people see enough people get behind, because it's almost like nobody wants to be first. Right, to say something. Of course,
nobody wants to be first,
right?
But then some people will be kicking themselves because of the fact that they weren't first. If it
that
takes
they weren't
off.
On the train, right? It's like a weird. It's definitely a fine line, because you're like, well, I want to be on the ground floor, but then
but you have your fucking bullshit reservations.
Yeah.
You know, the unfortunate thing about it is sometimes, Josh, is that the bullshit reservations that you have about not jumping on board with something usually comes from bullshit friends. Oh, you shouldn't. Other people's insecurities end up costing you opportunities. So fuck that. If somebody is really against you doing something, then you know what? You're probably doing it right. If somebody's that staunch, if they're that staunchly against it,
yeah,
dude, you're probably onto something.
100%. Guys, I see you people tuning in, and I appreciate it. Please smash the like button, smash the share button, help us spread the word.
And again, I love the new logo. Like I said, man, we are tightening it up. I mean, it's not tighten insurance, need insurance, tighten up, it's not anything like that. No, we got ourselves a new logo. I swear, look at the graphic across the top, man. It almost looks fucking collegiate. Looking good, man. I will give credit where credit is due, man. My co-host with the most has definitely tuned up our look, and we're looking pretty damn sexy in Loudmouth Central. I mean, me especially.
Well, I mean, like you said, between your brother, man, and he sent that amazing graphic, and then I just kind of cut stuff up and put stuff, and it looks fucking good. It really does.
I think so too. I think it fits. Yeah. I've already patted myself. Dude, I pat myself on the back anymore. I'm going to knock myself the fuck out. I can't.
Matt, what's up, brother?
Hey, Matt. What's shaking, man?
We got Matthew and we got Matt. What's up, Matt and Matthew?
Oh, Matt Attack times 2. Love it. All right, so let's go on to our co-main event, which is a very interesting scenario. It definitely is going to get someone, if they get the W, I would tell you, a golden ticket pass to the 135-pound title. And that is going to be our main man, Reggie Easy Educated Hands Barnett Jr., who is getting a really cool opportunity against a bare knuckle debut and a boxing. I mean, I would call him a legend. I would call him a journeyman. This is a guy who has fought everybody. This is a guy who has gone toe-to-toe with Floyd Mayweather. We're talking about DeMarcus Corley. We're talking Chop Corley. We have got ourselves another boxing royalty making the transition over and giving bare knuckle a try. So a very interesting fight. If you look at it from all sides, a very interesting fight, but definitely, as I said, this will put to bed who is the number one contender to Dat Wins title if Reggie comes out victorious.
Rude Boy McCabe, what's up?
It is an interesting match, John. It is an interesting match. There's a lot could happen. A lot could happen from this. I mean, we could see Reggie in his usual dominating fashion. Or we could see DeMarcus Corley, another boxer, make a successful transition over to bare knuckle, and that would certainly derail Reggie's number one contendership if that were to happen. Well, maybe not maybe not completely derail, but delay it.
Kendall, I agree with that. I agree with that. I think Reggie should be fighting that next.
Well, you could think in one hand and crap in the other.
Yeah,
and see which one fills up first. Come on.
I understand. It is what it is now. I mean,
it is.
This fight. I mean, it's still a big fight. It's still a good fight. It's going to be interesting because of course, Reggie.
Reggie needs to do one thing, in my opinion. Reggie needs to stop complaining about what he didn't get because it's not looking good on him. What he needs to look at this opportunity saying, I am going to run him over, and while I run him over, there's going to be nothing in my way getting me to the title. Because I'm sorry, when you start over complaining about what you didn't get, eventually people are going to get fucking sick of it. And I love Reggie. I fucking love Reggie.
I don't know that
Reggie
he's over complaining. I mean,
no, dude. I mean, I'm not saying he is. I'm not saying he isn't. But if he gets to that point to where over complaining is imminent, it's just not going to look good for him, man. He has an opportunity here. He has a great opportunity.
They blackballed him, plain and simple. I don't know about
that.
No,
I don't agree. I don't agree with that at all.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because if they blackballed him completely, then they wouldn't have been giving him this opportunity.
Yeah, like I said, it's still. I understand it's not the title fight. I get that, and I'm sure that there's a disappointment in there, but it's still it's co-main event on a big card. It's still a solid fight
and an opportunity to take out a boxing journeyman. I'm not saying stating facts isn't complaining. I get that. I get that. But once you start saying. Once you really start thinking that there's something larger at this, that there's some kind of conspiracy, that maybe, this happened or that happened and such, and I didn't get this and I didn't get that, it builds up like this big house of bricks. And you had those bricks all along.
I think it'll happen. I think it'll happen eventually.
We all know it will. Just let him have this awesome fight on a co-main. It's going to be a
Matthew
good fight.
Says division is stacked. There are a bunch of guys who could potentially be competitive at the top rank. Yeah, 135 starting to heat up.
But Reggie has put in his time. And he's had awesome freaking fights. So yes, is he due? Oh, 100% without question. But yeah. Folks, that's not what's happening right now, okay? That's just the fucking reality of it, okay? You gotta make the best of what you've got. And guess what? What he's got isn't so bad. It really isn't. He's got a co-main event. I love you, Reggie. I'm gonna tell you, like I said, you are the epitome of bare knuckle. If anybody's gravitated to bare knuckle, it's you. Now, I know you're gonna look at this as a good opportunity, and once it's over, then there's no question. Then Dat will, I mean, honestly, you make a statement here. Dat even said that there wasn't really an upside to fighting you because he lost to Johnny Bedford. Oh God, are you kidding? I see nothing but massive upside for Dat fighting Reggie because style wise, it's just, dude, style wise, it's just an awesome fucking.
I think that was a little ridiculous for Dat to say that though, because that's almost like that boxing mentality of like you lose one time and all of a sudden you're garbage.
I don't think he deserves
boxing mentality.
I don't think Reggie deserves a shot at all. I think he's earned it. Fuck the deserve. Fuck
right,
the,
but
fuck
right,
deserve.
but what I'm saying is like that's like, oh well, he lost to Johnny, so but that whole losing a fight or something and making you just fucking crumble down the rankings and like you're just nothing. That's that boxing shit. You know, where you lose once or twice and you're finished, like you're
exactly. And losing once or twice in the grand scheme of things when it comes to a grand career, dude, that's nothing. That's nothing.
Let's see. That's healing. He should give Bedford a rematch because Johnny beat Reggie and wasn't defeated champion. I think he deserves a rematch this fight for Reggie.
Reggie is gonna get Dat, okay? He's gonna get Dat beat Dat and Reggie. It's gonna happen, folks. It's just not gonna happen when you want it. Okay, that's life. That's life. It's not gonna happen when you want it. I know we all want it now. I get it. I want it to happen. Dude, I wanted that number one contender fight to happen before that. Everybody wanted to see that. Everybody wanted to see Dat and Reggie for the...
Well, you know, there's the... with Dat supposedly having issues with, you know, Southpaw, so... I don't know.
Well, it's going to happen, folks. It's going to happen. But just like I said, like life, it's not going to happen when you want it. It's going to happen when it happens. But it's going to happen, and we've got a co-main event. We got to look right now to the future, and the future is BKFC 16 with the co-main event, DeMarcus Corley and Reggie Barnett, which I think they're going to give us a fantastic fight. I am very excited about that. Now, moving along, the next fight in the heavyweight division, very exciting stuff. We are seeing the return of the first ever BKFC heavyweight champion, Arnold, or as he likes to be called, AJ Bomaye Adams, is going to be getting in there against, Bobo is coming back again. Bobo can't get enough of the squared circle. Bobo the Beast O'Bannon against Arnold Adams.
I'm excited to see AJ come back, man.
Me too, man.
I'm excited.
He says that he has done so much different stuff, that he has been focusing on so many different techniques. This man has retooled himself, and he has been foaming at the mouth for an opportunity to get back with BKFC. I'm excited about that.
I saw that call out, a Good John calling out Tom Show. I thought that was interesting.
Dude, I'd fucking love to see that. You know, the old saying, styles make fights. Dude, that's a style. That is a style. Dude, that is a style steroid-ridden fight.
It's something.
Man. Oh.
That's an interesting fight. Bobo, you got Bobo against AJ. Man, it's. See, here's the thing. I'm not going to pick a person, but I will say this: you have to understand, AJ, his specialty is the counter game, right? Like that's his fucking specialty. He wants somebody that's going to go after and headshot him, or like try to headhunt him. That's not, you don't do that against Arnold Adams.
He's talking about that he has got bona fide KO power now.
Hey, that's possible, but I'm just saying, like, it'll be a different fight. I don't think Bobo is going to approach this.
The Cajun Crippler, Mr. Josh Boudreau. What's up, dude?
Mr. Boudreau, what's up, brother?
Oh, I'm sure you will. I don't doubt that this is going to be a packed house, as well as packed as COVID-19 will allow us to.
As packed as we can make it.
Yeah. As packed as we can make it. Biloxi Civic Center. Another awesome. You know what's really exciting about this particular card, Josh, is it's interesting to see how BKFC is going to move forward after on the heels of the biggest bare knuckle extravaganza of all time, Knucklemania.
Yeah.
You know, Knucklemania is still so fresh in our minds.
Hey, I mean, let's not forget too. What day is it? On the 6th, on March 6th, the Bare Knuckle Kingdom.
Oh, Bare Knuckle Kingdom.
Do not forget that. I'm gonna fucking be tuning into that. I'm excited for that.
What is it? Is it March 5th in the US? March 6th in Thailand?
Is it?
I believe so.
I know one day it's in the other.
I believe it's March
Maybe that's
the 5th.
what it is.
I
Okay.
believe it's March the
Okay.
5th. So our good buddy Josh Nutt and Full Metal Dojo is going to be helping us out with the branding of BKFC. And a lot of you who don't know John Nutt and Full Metal Dojo, that is one crazy son of a bitch. I mean, I used to think that I was off the rails as far as an entertainer. Dude, I think John's got me beat every day of the week and twice on Sunday as far as lack of lucidity. He's just fucking out there, and I love it. I love it, man. The guy is pure personality. He always starts off a video. I love his tagline. He's like, "Oh, didn't see you standing there." Really cool guy. Full Metal Dojo has put on just absolutely ape shit shows in Thailand. I fucking love it. And I do believe
smash that share and like button. Bam, bam, bam. We need that sound effect for that.
Please do not attempt a vuvuzela. Please.
I just like that name. What is it? The Ruruzela?
Oh, vuvuzela. Yeah, a couple of World Cups back. That's all you could fucking hear. That's all you could fucking hear for days upon days upon days. People would not stop with their fucking vuvuzelas. At one point, I remember there were security guards and event staff that were taking a certain amount away because it was
that would be correct, John. Let me throw some of these comments up here so people know what we're talking about. Did you say Good John called it? Yeah, Good John posted about Tom Shoaf. He called him out. Yeah. You know what? And I think that's a good fight. Let's see. It's a big one. Gonna get a few hours, Kip, before I from now on, massive respect. Well, I appreciate that so much. Keep with the good.
They're
work,
talking to me.
regards.
They're not talking to you.
No, they're not. All the way over in the UK, we appreciate you so much. Thank you
very much so. Very much so, guys.
Please
look at that. Look at that international tune-ins, folks.
International loudmouths, man.
International loudmouths. And let me tell you something. We have no structure to this show whatsoever. Josh, how much did we talk about prepping for this show before we went live?
Hell, if I had to put a value on it, I would say we like negative preparation. If that's possible.
I think I would give it the good old-fashioned goose egg.
I think we took preparation away.
Yeah, you took preparation H. That's what you took.
I think. See, John, that's what we thought. So that's what I thought because originally he said he wanted to fight 145, but the fight with him and Felony was 150.
It was a catch weight, I believe. It was a catch weight at
150. Tom Shoaf, he fights at 150. Well, most of his fights was at 165. 165. Jesus Christ.
Of course.
165.
But Tom's a tall guy too. I mean, Tom's about my height. Tom's about 5'11", 6 feet tall. And that's tall. That's a tall order. Like, for example, Brandon Lambert. What did Brandon Lambert fight at? Was he 135 or 145?
He fought at 135.
Dude, Brandon Lambert is 6'1.5", and made one. And he was a little heavy. He was a little heavy. I think he made 137. I think is what he either made 136 or 137 what he came in at. But at 6'1.5" and 137 pounds. Jesus Christ, man! Did this guy ever see The Machinist?
I think 55 is a good weight for Tom. I've told him that.
Hey, Bobo, we were just talking about
Bobo,
you,
my man.
Bobo, the Beast O'Bannon. Bobo, you have got to be stoked that so soon into your bare knuckle career with Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, you get to lock horns against the former BKFC heavyweight champ. Dude, that's cool. That's cool.
We need to bring Bobo in here.
That's good. That's good stuff, man. That's exciting stuff. I'm happy for you, man, on that. Good stuff, man. That's going to be an interesting fight. Two big guys who love to throw. Bobo, I believe, has learned. You better be super excited. I think that you've probably learned a lot in your bare knuckle career this far. And I figure doesn't matter whether it's a win, doesn't matter whether it's a loss. You got to feel kind of like a mad scientist in like a laboratory about all the shit that you can learn and all the shit that you can extrapolate from your experiences to bring to the next fight. It's exciting stuff, man. It really, really is. But let's move on to another fight that just got announced that dude, we always say this. Like I said before, Josh, broken fucking record syndrome in every sense of the imagination when it comes to talking about BKFC fight cards. Like they can't get any better, but they do. They actually
every single time.
They fucking do. The next one, man, Scott O'Shaughnessy, making his bare knuckle debut against the returning to the squared circle, Melvin Gillard. Wow. That fuck, folks. That is exciting stuff. Now, I know that we were supposed to get Melvin locked in when, unfortunately, with the Kansas debacle took place.
Right.
And Melvin was supposed to be fighting. No, folks, we're not frozen. We're actually fucking thinking. So give us a second. I think he fought what's his name? Who beat Jesus.
Well, hold on. I'm gonna bring my man Bobo in here because I want to ask him about this Arnold fight
you want to bring Bobo into Loudmouth Central?
I'm telling you, I'm gonna bring him in, man. My man Bobo, what's up, buddy?
Oh, fuck it. What's up, Bobo?
What's up,
live
fellas?
from Loudmouth Central, man. How you doing?
What, man? How are y'all?
Dude, good. Hey, so look, we're talking about this card, man. We're talking about this BKFC 16 card. This fight with Arnold, and this is what we were talking about. And I'm trying to figure out how this is going to go because, Arnold is known for, he's very strategic. He's got a real awkward style. He likes that counter punch style. And then,
That's right.
Vice versa. You're the opposite of that. You go for the fucking kill. You want to go for the kill. How are you going to approach this with somebody like Arnold and his style?
Man, just bite down your mouthpiece and go get some. He's a lot of dancing, a lot of moving, a lot of leaning back, and he does that awkward thing where he puts his body out there and tries to prevent you from doing anything. And it's weird. It's real weird watching this video and then talking to some of the guys that's fought him before. I helped Chase Sherman get ready for that fight. I watched Arnold and watched the way that he fought in his videos, and I mimicked him while Chase was fighting. Well, in mimicking Arnold, I also seen a lot of the flaws in the game plan there, and seen ways that he was real beatable, and I was able to give them ways to Sherman, which proves that he beat him. Now, granted, I'm not taking anything from Sherman. Sherman did that, but we had a solid game plan going into it, and so I've already prepared for this fight for somebody else one time. So now all I got to do is get my big butt back into shape and get ready to go get some.
You got that done. You got that down cold, brother. But the one thing that I want to ask you, trust me, man, it's not conversationist interruptus. I promise you that, man. I've got a point to this, man, and I'm gonna, what it is, man, is you're gonna be going in there with somebody who is also a good smotherer. Somebody who likes to smother. Now, he has said that there is different KO power in his game with his return. He is, he's stating that KO power that may not have been there before is there. But the one thing that he does is very similar to Joey, is that he does like to move forward and he does like to smother with shots. They may not be the most powerful shots, but they're enough to kind of throw off the equilibrium, maybe throw off the game a little bit. How do you deal with somebody who threatens you with a smother game?
Hey man, I look, I'm only 6'2", 6'3". I've got really, really long arms for someone my size. But if you go back and look at my fights, with the exception of this last fight, whenever I fought with Shoemaker, for some reason I had it in my mind I was going to be an idiot and drop my hands and just let that baby hit me. And my mom always told me you win stupid prizes for stupid tricks. And well, I got my stupid prize for that one, you know. But no, go back and look at the Mike Kyle fight. Go back to my early when on the Jason Knight Artem Lobov 1 card. I fought the very first fight of the night. It wasn't even televised. Me and Troy beat the
I remember.
one another.
Yep.
You know, I went in. You know, I just bit down my mouthpiece and went and got some. You know, and that's what I'm good at. And you know, so I mean, I don't. That's what I'm good at. You know, that's where my strength is. You know, and I've seen Arnold fight, and I know what Arnold's good at, and I know where his weaknesses are too. And so you know, I'm going in. Uh, Part of me wants to exploit his weaknesses, and part of me wants to take him on in his strength and beat him where he's strong at. So, then, man, I never know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't tell you what I'm gonna do because I never know until I'm actually, you know, in there and doing it. And hey, everybody's got their nerves, you know, this my nerves get to me, or I got this I'm thinking about, or I got to do this to get my mind right.
Yeah.
And this last fight, I never took my time to get my mind right. I never took time to even think to myself, hey, he's a heavyweight. Don't just let him hit you, you big dummy. And you know, and like I say, you win stupid prizes for stupid tricks. I got my trophy for that one. But so I'm already way ahead of where I was last time, just with the mental part of the game and
That's
my
good to hear.
preparation, my oh yeah, my training and everything. So I guess what I'm getting at is there's going to be another exciting performance from Bobo. You know, this last time I didn't feel like I belonged, you know, like there's no way this big old country boy who ain't never been good for nothing is worth being here on this pay-per-view, you know, main event. You know, I was just kind of starstruck at the moment, I reckon, but not no more. You know, maybe I feel like I don't belong. Maybe I don't feel like I do belong in there, but I'm fixing to go prove why they got me there.
Bobo,
Therefore,
I'm going to tell you something. Everybody belongs somewhere. The problem with it is that most of them don't have the courage or the sack to find out for it. You did, man. You bit down on that, like you said. You bit down on that mouthpiece, and you went in and got some. And guess what? It got you. It got you a main event last time. It's getting you an opportunity at the former BKFC heavyweight champion. So to say that you don't belong when you get opportunities like that, you know what I have to say to that, sir? Bullshit. You belong.
yes, sir. Yes,
Well,
sir.
I mean, think about it, Bobo. Like you're in that conversation, man. With like you said, you're fighting the former champ. There's got to be some, if you go in there and beat Arnold Adams, you're already in the conversation. But imagine, you're in there with Burns and Godbeer and Beltron and like you're in that conversation.
Yes, sir.
So like what type of pressure, if any, do you put yourself, like, put any pressure on yourself in terms of, getting closer to that title shot? Or is it kind of like you're just kind of like in the moment kind of thing, and that kind of stuff, is completely separate?
Man, look, I have enough trouble with dealing with. There's another living male on the other side of the ring over there who is very capable of hurting me with a single punch. I'm
Yeah.
not worried about who he is. I don't care if it's friggin' Mike Kyle, who's been around the world
Yeah.
beating up people in Pride and UFC and Bellator. I don't care if it's Sam Shoemaker, who I really feel like, I should have done a lot better with. I don't care if it's Troy Beats, a guy who was way older than me, who's been around the world as an amateur and a pro, and fighting everybody and competing with everybody. It doesn't. I don't care who it is over there. I don't care if he's in line to be a champion. I don't care if he's not won a fight in his last 10 outings. That doesn't matter. What I see is another capable human being that's on the other side of that ring over there that's ready to bang. That's what I come in for, because no matter who it is, let's look back through history at some of these fights. Mickey Ward. Nobody ever gave Mickey Ward a chance at nothing. Look,
Right.
that Joker come in and had a heck of a trilogy with Arturo Gatti, one of the
That's
The
right.
greats.
trilogy, the trilogy,
Yeah,
The trilogy.
the fucking trilogy.
exactly. So that right there just shows you don't overlook anybody. You don't underestimate anybody. You come, as far as I'm concerned, whenever I come in, ever who it is that's on the other side of that ring, that squared circle from me, they are world champion caliber. Because if they're in there with me, they better be. They
Well, they can.
doggone
It's
sure
the way
better
you're
be.
looking. The way you're looking at it, they can hurt you. They may not hurt you. Now, granted, they may not hurt you, but they can. They absolutely can. I love the way that you look at that, man. You look at that. It doesn't matter the exploits, but about the fighter. You're looking at hands and heart, and to see if
Right.
that motherfucker's got those two.
That's right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I
You
love it,
know
man.
what? And I'm gonna be honest with you. I hope he has a bunch of heart, ever who he is. I don't care who he is over there. You know what, man? I had a couple of pro boxing matches where you get in there and you knock fire from a joker one time, and he's looking for somewhere comfortable to land so he can just lay there for a little while. No, get back up, buddy. Let's do this for a minute. I done trained all this time. I done got in shape and put myself through the rigors in the gym. Let's go ahead and do this for a little while. Let's use my conditioning some. And
Yeah.
my main thing, my main number one thing in this world, you can ask my wife, she hears me talking about this all the time. The number one thing in the world for me is these fans who bought this pay-per-view, who paid for these tickets, they work hard for their money.
Yeah.
And they want a good show. They want to be entertained. Well, guess what? Whether it's my head rolling around on the ground or his head rolling around on the ground, we need to give that to them as far as I'm concerned.
And now,
That's just the
even
way
My
more
I
man.
so
see it.
than ever. And now with the pandemic and with so many lack of options that fight fans have, I think that now is more important than ever.
Oh, yes, sir, without a doubt. I mean, especially look, come on, you got the UFC established, been there for some years now. We started out the way it started and has made its rise to where it is. You got professional boxing has been around since forever, and you got doggone, all the big names in there now, and people taking, front line, taking the front of ESPN and everything. Well, then you got the bare knuckle now. I'm just gonna call it like I see it. Jason and Artem put bare knuckle on the map as far as I'm concerned. That was the same night that I fought Troy Beats in Biloxi. Jason Knight
Yep.
and Artem Lobov went to war, just beat the fire out of one another. As far as I'm concerned, they helped put us on the map. It was them two guys specifically on that specific night in that specific fight that paved the way for the rest of us. Because had they not got in there and beat the fire out of one, oh, listen, yeah, had they not got in there and beat the fire out of one another, made such an entertaining fight, then folks probably wouldn't have paid much attention to exactly how entertaining this could possibly be.
I think
Not, not
that they're shoulder to shoulder with Beltran and Lopez personally, because that was the
with
first one, and we could not have asked for a more entertaining fight, because usually first events are something of a clusterfuck. They usually
mm,
always have like terrible problems when it comes to fights. We were blessed with Lopez and Beltran, and if I'm thinking about two specific fights that have really paved the way and have really brought BKFC to the public's eyes, I'm going to tell you something, man. I don't think that Lopez and Beltran take a back seat. I put them shoulder to shoulder with Artem and Jason.
right. No, I agree with you there. I do agree with you there. The only thing though that I will say about it is how many people seen the Beltran and Lopez fight compared to how many people seen
Oh, I mean,
Jason
we're talking. What was this? Was that BKFC? What was that? Was that
five.
five? All right, so that was BKFC 5. Yes, so you're absolutely correct. There were more eyes on that particular fight. So 100% there was that. And yes, don't take anything away from the fact that Sam got that 18-second, but you were in there with Sam, so you know what happened with Sam was one of the worst things that could possibly happen because it set the expectation bar for him so impossibly friggin' high at an 18-second. And everybody thought that this guy was just going to be the next one-punch machine gun. And it just set impossible standards. So as much of a blessing for us as it also was kind of like, put yourself up there on the cross, so to speak.
You're exactly right. Yeah, whenever you come in and the first time folks see you, you got nothing but dynamite and fireworks such as that. And then so whenever people see your name on the card and they see you in there fighting, that's what they expect. Well, then when you get in there and it doesn't quite go like that anymore, and it's set up and it's just a banging fight, or just throwing hands at each other and pulling a draw, or whatever the case may be. Whenever it's not what you set the bar to with that first fight, then it's boring and people want to talk trash about it. That's all they want to do after that.
Because that's all they remember. That's all they remember. They remember that anything that goes above the norm, that goes ridiculously above normal expectations of what fight fans, especially bare knuckle fight fans, have for a fight. So that set it so high. I mean, it set it so high for the fact that he was the face of the company for a while. He was the face on the Vice TV documentary. I mean, it was basically circled around him and such. So I don't think not only were the expectations high, but all of that pressure, I mean, that's gotta weigh down on you to a degree. It has to.
Oh yeah. I know it would for me. I mean, I can't stress this enough. All these fans and everything. I'm really new to the whole having fans from afar kind of thing or whatever. I'm just a simple old country boy, man, from a small town, and hadn't ever made no big old ruckus over me and stuff like that. And then now all of a sudden you got all these people saying all this stuff, and oh man, he's exciting, he's awesome. We really enjoy watching him fight, and it's kind of like, oh my God, it's kind of like you have that dream whenever you're young. You had that dream you'd be standing in front of the whole school with your shirt off and trying to find somewhere to hide. Well, that's kind of what it's like for me a little bit, and I'm not scared to admit, it's a little overwhelming sometimes, because like I say, sincerely, just a simple old country boy, man. I used to all this kind of attention and anything, but it's something that I'm coming to terms with, dealing with, and I'm fixing to show y'all something. No doubt about that. You are fixing to see a different animal in me now.
I'm excited, man.
Ooh, good words.
I'm excited.
Goosebumps.
Yes, sir.
Love it.
Yes. I'm excited, brother.
Look,
I'm excited for that fight. I'm excited for the card. Big time.
I appreciate it.
Big time, brother.
Man. Look, that entire card looks good to me, man.
It does.
It really, there's good all the way through that card.
A lot of killers on that card. Man. A lot of killers on this card.
A lot of killers and a lot of good matchups. A lot of killers and a lot of good matchups. A lot of good matchups.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
I
Bobo.
can't wait. I see a lot of early stops in this fight. I see a lot of I don't see many of these fights going the distance, and there are a couple of them that I don't know anything about, but the ones I do know about, I don't see them going the distance. I'm really kind of excited. Call me a dork or whatever. I might have to agree with you on that, but I'm really kind of excited to see what happens with Chop and Barnett.
You're not a dork for that, dude. You should be excited about that.
It's gonna be a good fight.
It's gonna be a
damn good fight. Damn good fight, brother.
I do believe so.
I think so too, man.
Now we didn't get an opportunity to talk about this, and I'd love for you to chime in on this one, Bobo. Another fight that was just made that I think is going to be absolutely spectacular features someone who's not too new to the bare knuckle world, but Noah Cutter taking on the 2019 KO of the Year award winner in friggin' Caleb Harris. Man, that's got fireworks.
It's going to be interesting.
Oh yes, sir. All day long. Both of them boys right there come to bang. They men after my own heart is what they are. Most of them come to bang. Most of them come for excitement. And look at Cutter, man. His last fight. Oh, man. They was beating the fire out of one another. And
The
it
fuck
seemed
out
like,
of each other. Yeah.
oh yes, sir. Yes, sir. It seemed like the more that he got hit, the more that he wanted to come forward and hit him back. Taking a page out of my book. That's exactly the way I am. And look at Caleb, man. Caleb's been in a few wars out here, and
Yeah.
I had a couple of very impressive wins. I what little bit I know of Caleb, I like him. Seems like a pretty good old fella. And but man, you come right down to the brass tacks of it. These two fellas in a square circle together. It's gonna be fun. That's gonna be a
Well, they're
crowd
looking
that
for blood. They're looking for blood.
oh
They're looking for blood. They're looking to pull the trigger. I mean, it's amazing how many fights are on this card where you're just walking into the ring and your fingers on the trigger already, man. I mean, the safety's off, fingers on the trigger, and you're ready to pull that motherfucker. Just absolutely just obliteration, man. I love it. I love it. That's
oh
one of the things that I love the most about the sport. Because Bobo, you've been in this position. You have been in this position and you know what it's like. Man, talk to us for 1 second, just 1 fucking second about what it's like to toe the line, to not be in the respected corner. So many other combat sports, they start off in their own corner. You get to look your enemy right in the fucking face. I mean, God, what's that like, man? What is that like right those few seconds right before knuckle up?
Oh man, that's super easy. I go through this every single time I'm preparing for the fight. I'm on that line a million and one times before I ever get to the line in my mind. When you're there, that little black line down there in front of you, you look down there, you put your toes on it, you look up, and there he is, Daddy. It ain't no more wondering when he's gonna be there, what he's gonna look like, what he's wearing. He's there. He's all about it. You can look across
Flesh and
there.
blood right in front of you.
Yes, sir. You can smell his breath when he's breathing out of his nose. You can see the look on his face. I mean, he's there. It's ready to go. You feel like, to me, it feels like an old school gladiator back in the, back in the days.
Back in the Roman days. Back in the Roman days. Yes.
That's it. That's it. I'm there. My sword and my shield. Uh, just me and this guy in front of the crowd. One of us is going out. That's the end of the story.
I
Me or
love it,
him,
man.
it don't matter. One of us is going out because those hind ends up there in them seats is what's giving us our paycheck. And if somebody don't go out, then they probably ain't gonna come back. They come to see a head rolling around. Man, I was tell folks a couple times, whenever there's a wreck on the side of the road, a big bad wreck, there'll be other fender benders passing that wreck because people are
Yeah.
rubbernecking, looking over there, trying to see the head rolling around the ground. And so
Yeah.
there'll be
And
other
those are the same. And those are the
little,
same. You know what the crazy thing about that is, Bobo? Those are the same people that lobby against bare knuckle fighting. Those are the ones that are saying it's too fucking violent. It has no place among combat sports. Those are the same hypocritical assholes that slow down at the scene of that accident to see carnage.
yes, exactly. See, this is what they don't understand. Those folks that say that, they don't take the time to try to get in depth with any of it, to understand it. With this right here, just my bare fist with just a
Yeah.
little tape around my wrist, I'm not gonna punch the wall very hard. I won't punch a wall very hard like that. If you
Right.
take my hand and wrap it up with professional boxing gauze, wrap it like I'm getting ready for a professional boxing match, and put that pro boxing glove on it and tie it up real tight, I will take either one of my hands and drive it clean through that wall multiple times without hurting my hand. What does that stand for in a fight? Whenever I get in the ring, I can't hit you as hard. There's a mental block. I can't hit you as hard with my bare knuckles as what I can with that pro boxing glove on. With the bare knuckle, you feel the sharp pain, you feel the dings and the little, just a little thud or whatever. Whenever you get hit with that pro boxing glove, man, you get a factory reset. A good jab will give you a clean, smooth factory reset on your whole thought process of life, And
I like
so,
that. I like that. Oh, dude, you need to. I don't know if you need to trademark that, but that needs to be in.
That's a good one.
That needs to be in the everyday thoughts of the beast right there. I like that.
Yeah, oh yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I like
Most
that.
definitely.
I
Man,
like
Give
it.
you a factory reset. I love it.
Factory
Hey,
reset, man.
Look, I think a lot of people know. I don't talk about it a whole lot. What I've done before, what you've done before, what we've all done before. It's just something that we've done before. It's whatever. We don't do it anymore. But before, whenever I was in real good shape and still boxing real heavy, I was they would pay me to come up to Tuscaloosa and spar with Deontay Wilder. You want to talk about a whole
Oh,
factory reset, my buddy? Look at here. We went and sparred one night, and I woke up the next morning, and it was quite obvious. I was in a hotel room, but I didn't know where that hotel room was located at.
ooh.
Hey, there was a knock on the door, and I didn't know who to expect. I opened the door,
Bronze
and it was
Bomber
man.
laid it into you, huh?
Oh man, hey, I'm telling you now, he put bronze on my brain, no doubt about it, my man. Hey, that dude. See, people knows he hits hard, without a doubt. You can't have that many knockouts and not hit hard. But what people don't realize is how fast that man is.
Yeah.
My God, he's 6'7", and he's throwing punches that look quick for a 135-pound guy.
Yeah.
But he's 6'7", so them punches that look quick, you got to figure they're traveling 3.5, 4 foot, and it's looking just as quick as them little guys that ain't traveling 2 foot. That baby is fast and he hits hard, and I'm glad I'm not there to spar with him anymore. No doubt about it.
All right. Hey, put that up from Howie right there. There you go.
My girlfriend thanks Bobo and his wife for the table seat.
Hey, yes, sir. Very much. Very much. Who is that?
That's
Howie.
Howie.
That's
Okay,
Howie.
yep.
He's with the Police Gazette, man. A long time friend of Loudmouth Fisticuffs and BKFC.
Oh yeah. I'm having trouble. My eyesight's bad. It's a little bitty.
You
on
get
my
hit in the
screen.
head, dude. You don't have to explain it. I get it.
Come on. Well, I didn't want to just put it out there, but yeah, okay, beat me up a little bit.
Oh man.
No, not at all, brother, not at all. I mean, are you kidding, man? We understand. No, dude. If anything, I understand. It takes some. If you're getting hit in the head, it may take an extra second. That's fine. That's part of the job.
Sir.
That's okay.
Yes, sir. Look,
Brother, listen, man.
Come on.
No, go ahead, man. If you got something to say, go ahead. Go ahead.
No,
I was gonna tell him, you gotta try hard to hurt my feelings, man. I joke and I pick and I play, but whenever it comes down to the brass tacks of it, you gotta try, put effort into hurting my feelings. I'm just goofy, man. That's all it is.
Your one-liners are insane.
They're really good.
Your one-liners are really good, man. That fucking the factory reset. I'm gonna be thinking about that one.
Yeah, that's gonna stick there. Trust me, Bobo. Nobody's trying to make you cry, brother. And I don't think that we could do that on our best day. So no problem there, man. But here at Loudmouth Fisticuffs, man, if we're not taking jabs, I mean, we're talking fights. So if we're not taking jabs or throwing them, it's not a good day.
Oh man, you better believe it. I wouldn't expect anything less. Wouldn't accept anything less or different. I promise to you.
Good.
Yeah. Awesome, brother.
It's a good time, man.
100%. Well, look, I appreciate you for jumping in, man. Like literally on the fly. So I thank you for that, man. And I hope we didn't like inconvenience you too much or anything like that. But
he's got a smile on his face.
Brother.
We didn't inconvenience him. He's having
fun. I know it. Bobo, we love you, man. We do. Good luck to you, brother. And if I don't talk to you before the fight again, we good luck to you, man.
Well, Bobo, I will see you, sir, in the squared circle, and I'll be giving you, of course, as the ringmaster, your dynamite $1 million introduction, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I greatly appreciate it. Look, you fellas have a blessed one. We'll see y'all next time.
All right,
thank you, sir.
All right.
Thank you. Oh, man, that was fun. Good idea. And you don't have too many of those, but good idea on bringing in the beast to shoot the shit with us here at Loudmouth Central. And you are right, man. I mean, we got ourselves a heavyweight Rodney Dangerfield, man, a new king of the one-liners.
Yeah, he's almost You know what? And I don't know if
and he's not trying. The thing is,
no,
he's not. That's just who he is.
And I think he's still listening. He's laughing. I see him smiling. But I get a little bit of Dusty Rhodes from him. Like, do you get like a Dusty Rhodes vibe from him a little bit?
It's War Games, people. Ric Flair, you got to remember that when we step foot inside the giant cage, Daddy, that you are going to be riding the edge of a lightning bolt with a silver saddle, baby.
Woo!
Now you're going to have to ride. Now the horsemen, they're going to have to ride off on a different planet because I've reserved the stratosphere for you and me, baby. That's good stuff, man.
I wined and dined with kings and queens.
And I've slept in alleys and dined on pork and beans.
I love it, man.
Oh man, the working man's rap, man. Nobody can do it. Nobody can do it better. That's what Bobo does, man. Bobo's kind of like he's the working man's rap. He needs to do the palm thing. He needs to do this is the gathering right here. But the cool thing about it is that he can do that now because he turns it around. This is where the gathering is, Daddy. This is where the power lies. And I ask you, for all of you out there in TV land, you may see the power right here, but the power, Daddy, lies right in here. It is here in 5 little digits that turn into 1 million anytime that I see fit. And I've got a factory reset right here for you, Daddy.
Woo! I don't even know where to go from that, man.
That's can't. Funny. There's nowhere.
You can't go anywhere.
You can't go anywhere.
He's cracking up. Bobo's cracking up. I see him.
Good.
I don't know if you can't see him on the
No. Let him crack up, man.
He's cracking up.
We're having all kinds of fun here today on Loudmouth Fisticuffs, episode number 41. And another interesting fight that's coming up is going to be our good
Red
friend.
Rims.
Mr. Red Rims in the Hizzow. Do I sound cool saying that? Fuck no, I don't. So I'm not going to do it again.
No,
that's why I'm not going to say it again, Dick. Shit. Anyway.
Well, you asked.
I didn't expect you to agree. There's how we are there. Elvin Brito. Air Leon.
Yes,
joining us and against the undefeated Brad Kelly at 1-0.
Yes, sir.
So that's another one that I'm going to be looking for.
Yeah, that's going to be good. I'm happy to see Elvin get back in there.
Adrian Miles coming back in heavyweight. He's going to be going against Jason Fish. In fact, isn't Jay in with us?
He was here.
He was here for a second ago. Yeah. Jay,
he was in here.
Jay 1-0. Adrian Miles, he's coming in for the 3rd time. He's going to be looking for victory number 1. And then we've got we got a lot of debuts. We got Audra Cummings, who is going to be debuting in the, I think she's debuting at 125. I think she's debuting. And Rand, the Queen of Mean. Giving Bare Knuckle another try, and I'm excited about that. But guys, this is going to be another Bare Knuckle extravaganza. I mean, you just think that Knuckle Mania just absolutely broke down barriers, it broke down walls. One of these days, Howie, you're actually going to spell that right. What the fuck is a Kegel hat? It's Kangol. Kangol. Check your fucking spell check once in a while. Shit. Man. Kegel. What the fuck is a Kegel hat? Go ahead and Google Kegel hat, and you know what you'll find? Howie, you're a dumbass. That'll come up in it. No, I'm just fucking with you, man. It's all good. But it's Kangol. 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 Please get it right. If you keep getting it wrong, we're going to have to ban you from the comments section.
That's pretty harsh.
It is pretty harsh, but you know something? The punishment should fit the crime.
Yeah, be careful. Don't be talking about Sam Jackson that too much longer.
Sam Jackson, Michael Jordan. I mean, whoever decided to wear it once, who's wearing it best now? Sam Jackson has kind of moved on from that. Okay, so let me pick up the pieces. Thank you very much. One of these days, I'm actually going to bring this to a BKFC event. Am I going to wear it when I'm announcing? Fuck no, man. That's a gimmick. I wouldn't do anything like that. But as far as bringing it, oh, fuck yeah. I think I definitely want to bring it, at least once or twice.
Would you wear it
At the weigh-ins?
Yeah.
No. For any official stuff, no. My hair is too goddamn beautiful to keep it underneath a leather hat for weigh-ins and for the event. But for anything else, I mean, would I conceivably even wear it at the press conference? Yeah, why not? Yes, I do. Yes. LL Cool J used to. See, that's the thing, folks. That's why I'm doing it. Used to. It's, it's like sweet music to my ears. Now I'm doing it. Let them used to, okay? I don't mind picking up the pieces of a culture that once was. Okay, it's good stuff, man.
You don't look as cool as LL Cool J doing it though.
Nobody looks as cool as LL fucking Cool J. I'll be the first to say that I don't look as cool as LL Cool J. I don't look as cool as Samuel L. Jackson. I sure as fuck don't look as cool as Michael Jordan. But you know something?
He definitely has something he needs to uphold. I don't know what it is.
Oh, so funny. Trying to show a sense of humor and failing so miserably. I do have an image to uphold. Thank you very much, Howie. Howie understands the struggle.
You just threatened to ban Howie. Now he understands the struggle.
I'm past it. I don't know what the fuck you're doing.
That was so 5 minutes ago. Where are you at?
Not even that. Man, that was so weak. Last week. No.
Guys, if you're still tuning in after all this, please smash the like button, smash the share button.
Smash it.
We appreciate you. We're being shared all over the place, all over the globe. We are international loudmouths today.
We are. We've got some representatives from the UK, and we've also got some representatives from Australia. So we say thank you very much for checking us out on Loudmouth Central, Loudmouth Fisticuffs, episode number 41. It gets better and better as we go on. I didn't think of all the douche nozzle twat waffles in the world. I didn't think that I would actually have chemistry with this guy over here. And yes, I did say douche nozzle twat waffle. There's no comeback from that. There just isn't. You are painted into a corner.
Douche nozzle
twat waffle.
Twat waffle.
Or you could be the douche nozzle on a twat waffle. I mean, either way. I mean, it does.
Chelbeck needs to be matched against Good John in Miami.
Welcome to Miami.
I think Good John wants Tom Shove. That's what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's the fight that he's going to lobby for as of right now, and he's going to get it. It's nice to see that bridges and fences are mended with Good John and Godbeer.
Yeah, and
for the time being, I mean, I hope it holds. I hope that because these guys have so much to offer BKFC.
Shit happens. It is what it is.
Either way. Yeah, I guess, Bobo, you're right. If it were a twat waffle, it still would be pretty tasty. So, yes, I guess you're right.
Either way, waffles are tasty. So, wait. You're saying I'm tasty. Is that what you're saying?
Not you, sir. Oh, no. If I'm making any kind...
If you're saying waffles are tasty...
You really want to open that can of worms. You really want this to be that kind of show. You want to go there.
I said.
Dude, TMZ is...
You already took it there.
No, I took it nowhere. I took it where I take it. You are going in a different direction, good sir.
What does that mean?
What do you think it means? It means that you're taking a left and I'm taking a right. You're still doing NASCAR. I'm on the road to enlightenment, brother.
If anybody's doing NASCAR, it's you doing NASCAR.
No.
I'm more of like a go-kart track.
No, if you're taking another left turn, guess what you're doing?
Bobo doesn't want to talk about it. That's what he says.
Of course. No.
I don't think anybody really wants to talk about it.
Oh, trust me. Right time to jump out of the conversation, brother. Absolutely.
We're gonna reel back out of that one.
Well, you're going to reel back, man. I am stuck in this nightmare where, once again, my water is quite warm. Thank you very much.
I don't like that saying. I don't know why.
If I don't
care.
if I gave a fuck what you liked, we wouldn't have a podcast to begin with.
That might be the first honest thing. Wait.
He's actually counting down the honest truths that I've had.
Maybe.
I get a maybe. Folks, do you see where this is going? Have you ever seen a locomotive with a rocket up its ass and no wheels on the track? Not exactly a good combination.
No, because then just go all over the place.
Jerry
Maguire.
Wait, what?
Show me the money?
What? Oop. Needs to be
me.
The money. Wait a minute. Needs to be humble. Who the fuck needs to be humble, Howie? This is a pod. Fuck that. This is a podcast. This is Loudmouth Fisticuffs. The last thing, people aren't tuning in for us to be 100% humble. Look, I'll have my humble pie when it's cooling on the windowsill, okay? It's not cooling right now. We need to be out there. Loudmouth Fisticuffs, 100% in your face. I'm going to tell you something, Howie. You can take that humble pie and shove it up your ass.
Jump into my nightmare. The water is warm. Quote from Jerry Maguire. Okay. Loudmouths aren't humble.
There's truth there.
Yeah.
Matthew, I think you are right. I think that was a quote in that. It's just, but maybe it's just something unbeknownst to me. I mean, I think I've only seen Jerry Maguire maybe once, maybe twice and such. I didn't even recall of that. But then I backtrack and think about that movie, and you're right. You're right. He does.
I don't know if I've ever seen the whole movie.
No. I remember. I remember when he said that. He was saying that when he was breaking up with what's her name. When he was breaking up with what's her name, and she kicked his ass.
Malo.
Oh shit!
I want Good John.
Oh shit! Calling him out. Mr. Brandon Lambert joining us from Managua, Puerto Rico.
Oh, yeah. You're out there with Britton and Sorrow and Elvin.
And Brito, man. So, Brandon, have you met, have you experienced, have you seen the legend that is the GOAT? You got to let us know, man. If you're out there with Elvin,
Poncho. That's the one. Poncho.
Yeah, if you're out there, then that means that you have experienced the GOAT. You have experienced Poncho. We're not talking about Pancho Villa. We are talking about Poncho, the G to the O to the A to the T. The GOAT. Oh, good. He has. Good. You know something?
Pancho Villa.
Hey, Howie. You know something? Let him stir. The pot's there for a reason. Everybody's saying, stirring up something that won't happen. I'm like, dude, that's why the pot's there to begin with, Howie. Let him stir. That's what it's fucking there for. It can take it.
Hey, man. Brandon, let me ask you that. All right. So I know like you cut down to 135, but and I know you said that was part of you, you felt like you gassed out and that was part of it because of the big weight cut. Like, what do you think? I'm trying to think of your frame. What, maybe like a 55 or where do you think you would naturally kind of sit at?
Well, first off, you could tell us, what do you walk around at? What do you normally walk around at? And if you're looking for a comfortable weight cut to where you don't feel that you're overexerting yourself in your weight cut, where do you feel that you would be?
Because you got some height, but then
some height, dude, you're almost 6'2". Yeah.
Right. So I'm thinking. You think 35 is okay? 55.
No,
yeah,
he says the lightweight is his best.
That's what I was saying. Yeah. That's
at your height, I would have to agree.
I think 55 is probably perfect for him. That's
he walks around between 174 and 178. So look at that, 174 to 178, and it cut down, and you ended up weighing in between 136 and 137. Dude, that's massive. That's 40. Dude, that's 40. Man. That's 40 fucking pounds. Jesus Christ, man, that's a Backstreet Boy.
Yeah, I think that's 55. Yeah.
Man, oh man!
What'd you say? That's a Backstreet Boy. What did you say? That was pretty funny. Well, yeah, fuck, I guess so. You cut 40 fucking pounds.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna tell you something that friggin' drastic. I'm amazed that they didn't have you on IV. Really, man. I mean, those drastic cuts, man, you are putting so much unnecessary work on your fucking kidneys, man. And
yeah, that's what I was saying. That's dangerous for your fucking kidneys, man. Like, especially long term, dude.
Well, not only that, I've seen fighters that have had such drastic weight cuts that they've actually had like bits of their muscle tissue dry up and break off into their bloodstream. That shit can fucking kill you.
Yeah,
that shit can fucking kill you.
Yeah, can fight on one another shot. Yeah, 55.
Dude, it's easy for kidneys to fail after that, man, because you are talking about this is severe malnutrition. It is. It's emaciation. It's malnutrition. I mean, it's very fucking dangerous, man. He swallowed up.
Yeah.
I bet, man.
Yeah.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it, man. I'm going to tell you, the weight cut was probably 1 million times more drastic on you than the actual fight itself.
Right, yeah, Bubba. Yeah, that water around your brain, and yeah, it makes you more susceptible to a knockout.
And you don't want that. You need that. You need that fluid barrier. You need that fluid barrier. Yes, sir. Most definitely. I've heard that too, man. And that's the dangerous stuff. Anytime, I'm going to tell you, in my 18 years of doing my job, I can't tell you how many times that I have seen someone literally helped up to the scale at a weigh-in. And they have just enough in them to stand on the scale, to do a pose. And I've seen some of them
fall down.
They literally, as soon as the cameras stop going, as soon as the pictures, they fucking keel over because they can't hold the pose because they have no fucking strength. Now, the scary part about that is the health ramifications that come with that. But can you recover for the next day? I mean, Can you recover to where you're going to have any kind of a shot of being 100%? Because you're not going to be 100% if you're hurting that much in for a weight cut, dude. You're not going to be 100%. It's just impossible. It's impossible.
But get all that Pedialyte, that coconut water,
but
all them little tricks.
Yes, but I'm going to tell you, it's not. It's too little, too late. It's too little, too late. I mean, to get that done. Now, I have seen it, and a lot of the fighters that have bounced back from an extreme weight cut, you also know that a lot of that has to do with genes too. On top of that, you have to good genes also help that as well. But I've seen people that have come back from a drastic weight cut because they've had the right kind of electrolytes. They've drunk their Pedialyte. They've eaten right so that their body can pull a 180 and reverse the damage.
Yeah,
it can happen, man. I mean, it's sad when it doesn't. It's sad when it doesn't. And then you see how much it bothers you in the fight, and it weighs on you, and you can see it. I mean, you're sitting there and you can see how much that weight cut is actually affecting your performance in there. I'm not saying that was the case. I'm not saying, oh, I fucking hate coconut water.
If it's fresh, it's not bad. The shit in the can. The stuff in the can tastes nothing like fresh.
So I've had coconut water fresh, and I will admit it is better than the
fresh. Can. I like fresh coconut water. The shit out of the can, no,
it's gross.
No,
it's gross. But you gotta be careful with that because coconut water is a natural laxative.
It's a diuretic. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that's dangerous stuff. But I think 155 is a very safe bet for you.
I think so, man.
I think that's a weight class that you would thrive at. You've got the reach, you've got the height, and your weight cut. If you're walking around 174, 178, dude, that's going to be good. Of course,
Reggie, yes, sir. We're still live, man.
Dude, of course we're still live, brother. What's going on? Our co-main event of BKFC 16, Mr. Reggie, Easy Educated Hands. We are still live, brother.
We still live and live in color.
Well, I mean, I have so much more color than he is, as you can see. I'm the color of beautiful fried chicken, and this guy, seriously, man, Adam's family. Da-da-da-da.
Yeah, I'm almost like I don't know. I wouldn't quite say transparent, but I'm like a opaque. I don't know.
You could say transparent. I can see the color of the leather that behind through your face.
Like you could see right through to the back of the chair.
Exactly. See, yeah. I bet the fresh coconut. Really? You had fresh coconut juice from a coconut in Miami? Okay, so that just means that you don't have a taste for it. Okay, you just got done running, man. Reggie, how you feeling, man? How you feeling, brother, man? We've got just a few more weeks. We're 3 weeks out. We're 3 weeks out from DeMarcus Corley, man. Co-main event. And you know what, man? It's an opportunity. It's an opportunity, man. It's an opportunity for you to once again show your domination in the 135-pound division, man. And we're all super excited. We were talking about you a little while ago. We weren't talking smack. We weren't talking bad. We just want to see you. No, dude, seriously, Reggie. You are definitely one of my favorite,
man.
Dude, you're one of my favorite fighters. You're one of my favorite fighters in BKFC, man. If there's anybody that has had the perseverance, you definitely have. And you know, like I said, you are a world champion. You're just an uncrowned world champion, but we're going to see that, brother. I truly believe that. If it doesn't happen immediately, it will happen, man. I see that. There's space. The outline of the belt, it's there, man. The writing is on the wall.
I think so, yeah.
I do. Man. I truly do. I truly do, man. I wouldn't say that just to anybody. I really wouldn't, man. I truly believe that. Now it's about 3 weeks. It's about 3 weeks, man. About three weeks out, because I keep forgetting that February is the shorter month. Sometimes I have to actually, you know, in my senile mind, I have to remember myself. Oh yeah, it's either 28th or the 29th. It's the 28th. This is not a leap year this year, correct?
You got that Kegel hat on too tight, man.
Kegel, fuck you too. God. Oh, look at now I'm cursing so much more. The Samuel L. Jackson is coming out in me. Say what again? Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Say what to me one more goddamn time. Does he look like a bitch?
Drop the chop.
It's all been good time. They keep coming up. Keep whooping their ass. Woo! Strong words from a strong fighter. I love it.
I'm telling you, man. Yeah, no, I like Reggie's style, man, a lot. He knows that.
Uh-oh.
We were just talking about this guy too, man. We were just talking about Bare Knuckle Kingdom.
Holy shit, man. I don't give praise that lightly, John, but I'm going to tell you what, man.
We were just talking about you.
One of these days, man, I got to make the trip over to Phuket, man, and I want to go ahead and I want to see Phuket through your eyes, man, because I have a feeling that the two of us, either behind the bar, in front of the bar, whichever view that you want to have of the bar, we would tear shit up, man. The two of us together, it is as combustible an element as could possibly be. That much charisma in one room, oh my fucking Lord, man. We would clear out Phuket. They wouldn't have a chance with the two of us. It wouldn't. But yes, it is.
I want to admit something kind of embarrassing. Up until maybe like a couple years ago, up until a couple years, because I just didn't know. I thought Phuket was fuck it.
Well, I guess
I thought people were taking trips to fuck it Thailand.
Well, I guess it depends on how much time you spend behind the bar. I guess it depends on your particular. He feels me, man. He feels me. I guess it just depends.
I got you, brother. Yeah. I got you, Reggie. 100%, man.
Yeah, we got you, man. Absolutely.
Salute.
Salute.
Yeah, we're excited, man. I'm excited for that card, the Bare Knuckle Kingdom card, man. I was just like I said, we were just talking about it. I'm fucking pumped for it.
Well, we haven't gotten a reschedule as of yet for the Toe the Fight Line card over there in the UK. I know that they want to rework that. And of course, you know, it's a little hard to do things in the UK right now with all the COVID restrictions in place.
Damn near impossible.
Well, Phuket and Thailand are finally loosening it up. In fact, they actually might be one of the main areas in Asia that's going to start letting tourists come back. And I think that's really smart because somebody's got to do it. And then you've got to kind of follow suit, maybe sit back from afar, but take a look and see how it works. Once you open the floodgates and you allow tourists to come back, you have to try. You can't just keep locking everybody up. You have to give it a try. You have to see if this will work. And I think Thailand is an excellent place to reopen tourism and give it a chance.
Good old fuck it, Thailand.
Have you ever been there?
The fuck it? No.
No, have you ever been to Thailand?
No.
Ooh, baby, let me tell you something. You are missing something. Wildest friggin' time. Why the hell do you think that they did The Hangover Part 2 there? There's a very fucking...
I've heard about the lady boys, though.
Well, that's not the good part. That's not the good part. Well, it's the good part for whoever wants it to be for the good part. If you're looking at the lady boys section, you got to watch out for the cock rubbers, though. You probably don't know what that is. There's fucking honey potters, man. You'll be sitting in a bar, and all of a sudden, this beautiful Thai girl will come up to you, start asking if you want to party, and actually literally start like massaging in a circle your fucking cock. And while she's doing that, whoever's with her is going after your wallet.
The old bait and switch trick.
The old bait and switch trick, exactly. So you gotta certainly watch out for that because they're there. They're there. I mean, it's pickpocket capital of Asia, 100%. 100%. But as far as debauchery, as far as alcohol, and as far as whatever the mind can conceive, dude,
fuck it.
It starts and finishes in Thailand. Phuket is an island chain just off of Bangkok, and it's freaking awesome.
I watched like a documentary about Thailand. There was this guy that lived there, and he didn't live. He had a place there. He didn't like live there permanently, but he had some type of residence there, and he would go there. He was like a reseller, and he would go to these fucking like Thailand flea markets and buy like all this, like you can buy shit fucking dirt cheap because it's made there. Like a lot of shit is already made there. So like get it
and then flip it for a huge markup.
Yeah. And he would buy, like, it would show him walking around these different fucking markets, these flea markets.
But you got to be careful about that. You got to be careful about that, man. Especially, you got to have a place set up there so that you can sell it, because if you take it out of the country, you got to pay the fucking taxes on it. So that's why you have to have a place there, because if not, you have to pay fucking taxes. Like, for example, perfect example, let me tell you about something that happened with me. I did a show with Road FC in Beijing, and we got to go to the world famous Silk Market. The Silk Market is one of the biggest knockoff malls in the world, and there's a lot of good knockoffs. I'm talking quality shit that it's really fucking hard to tell the difference. I came back with a Louis Vuitton backpack. I think I paid about $104 American for it. This backpack retails for $2,900 in the States. Now, I had to go, I couldn't bring it back like in its original packaging or plastic and everything like that, because what would happen is when I get back to the passport control, they'd take a look at that and you
would have to claim.
No. What would happen is, well, yeah, you'd have to claim it, but it's a knockoff. You'd have to pay the taxes on what the actual Louis Vuitton backpack would
That's what I was getting at. Yeah.
So you'd have to pay 8.125% on a $2,900 so that's almost $300. That's almost
$350 or whatever. Yeah.
Versus the $104 that you paid.
$4, yeah.
Exactly. So that's probably the reason why.
Well, couldn't you just show them, like, if you had like a proof of purchase or something? Could you just say, hey, I only paid $105 for this. $104 for this.
No, the easiest thing to do is just go ahead and just take off all the original packaging, take it out of its plastic and, and bury it in your bag and everything like that. Now, if you're coming back with a whole bunch of shit, well, that's going to be a little bit more difficult because you're coming back with so much.
And you're going to draw more attention and all that shit.
Fuck yeah, you're going to draw more. So that's probably why that guy has a location and probably sells that shit from Thailand so that he doesn't have to pay for all those fucking taxes, because he's buying it in Thailand and then he can just mark it up and then he just can put an insane, crazy markup, ship it from Thailand and make a killer fucking profit. That's smart, dude.
Fucking Thailand.
Apparently so. Oh, and elephant sanctuaries, biggest sunflower sanctuaries anywhere in the world is in Thailand. On top of that, no, I highly recommend that if you haven't gone, man, make that a go-to at one point in your life. It's totally worth it, man.
People too, if you're still tuning in with us, go ahead and the Loudmouth Fisticuffs Facebook page. Go ahead and give that a follow. That way, every time we go live, whoop, it'll notify. I don't know what that is, but it'll notify you as soon as we go live, and you will never ever miss a show. Because guess what? We're random. We don't have a set time frame.
You know what you just did? Do you know what that is?
Just stop, Jeff. We go live when we want to go live. We do what we want to do. Sometimes we're on a schedule. Sometimes we're not. It is what it is.
You just gave the universal sign for an enema.
Up yours.
Exactly. Yes, that's exactly what people want to envision when they're on Loudmouth Fisticuffs. Nothing like, nothing like watching an unscripted enema. Shit.
I mean, a verbal enema.
No.
No.
Oh my God. I think we're running out of material, folks. We're going at an hour and 36 minutes. I never miss a show. No, and we
appreciate you, Brian. I know, brother. We appreciate you, man.
We do appreciate you. Guys, this is what a real podcast looks like. I mean, there are so many podcasts out there. In fact, there's probably I'd probably guess that there's probably over 9 million podcasts if you were actually going to look at it from any kind of a figure. And there's so much competition out there on the podcast. What works, what doesn't, what is scripted, what is not scripted. Dude, for once we wanted to be one of the podcasts that are flying by the seat of our fucking pants. What the fuck are you doing, man? Oh my God.
DDP, man. Feel the bang.
Feel the bang. Yeah, you're making the international pussy sign.
No, that's upside down, first off.
Well, it depends on if you're 69 and, then that's...
okay. All right.
Oh, okay. Morality police coming in.
All right.
Jeff's getting just a little bit too raunchy for me. Ooh.
It's time to wrap up this party. Guys, thanks for tuning in. Once again, episode 41. I think, next week... When you got you got like a couple weeks for where you're like next week Icon or is it the week after?
It's next week. I leave on Tuesday. I'm in Biloxi all the way up till Saturday. It's longer because of the fact that we've got two shows. We've got the RJJ Boxing on March the 4th, and then Icon 5 on March the 5th. Both fights will be televised on UFC Fight Pass and on RJJ Boxing. Of course, it's going to be my road brother, Mr. Sean Wheelock, will be on live commentary with RJJ Boxing. And of course, we've got good old Smitty. Good old Smitty is going to be joining us. It's really going to be another awesome fight. I mean, RJJ is a really cool platform that gives a lot of up and coming boxers a really great opportunity. And like I said, UFC Fight Pass, they've been treating us really good. Icon, another MMA organization that's really going to start making names because it's going to be a good platform for these up and coming fighters. I mean, honestly, on Icon, we've had so many fighters that are right on the cusp of taking that next step to the UFC or Bellator. And they just need either that one good fight or that one good war, and then UFC scoops them up and gives them an opportunity and such. And I think that's so cool that we can help give them that opportunity to segue right into UFC, Bellator, or whatnot.
100%, man. Oh, and real quick too, before we go, and we're about to head out of here.
He's about to head out of here. He's had enough. The
Pat Miletich interview that we were supposed to have on the show last week, stuff got moved around. Did the interview with Pat earlier today. It's going to be released separately. Yeah,
I wasn't able to make that show, man. Talk to us about that, man. How'd that go?
Well, I don't want to, because I really enjoyed it. It was a really good conversation. We talked. I mean, of course, with anything, Pat, he's such a smart fucking dude. He really knows his shit, and we got into a lot of good stuff. I'm not probably next week. I'm going to release that. I'm going to put that out. So please tune into that because
I would think that would be a very versatile conversation that you.
It was interesting. It was interesting, and it's not too often I feel outwitted, but especially.
Yeah,
anyway,
right. Well,
anyway,
why don't you try looking the right way if you're going to make this guy?
Well, it's hard because it's like backwards. I want to go this way.
It backwards, bitch. God.
It's weird going that way. Anyway, no, but look for that with the Pat Miletich interview. It's really good. I had a lot of fun. But once again, everybody, please, we joke around, but Frank Mir and Tarver. I don't know about that. I just don't know. Crazy how random fat guys show up. Factory reset.
Wow.
I love it, man. I love it.
Now, Frank Mir, I'd like to get Frank on the show. Frank, if you're listening, man, which I know you're not, but that's okay because you've got a million things going on in your life, brother. But we would love to get you on here. Plus, I'd also like you to bring on Bella as well, because she has got such a blossoming MMA career ahead of her, and Icon has been partly to thank for that because she got her start 17 years old. And she made her MMA debut, and she fought a 30-plus-year-old woman.
Yeah,
and just had such a deciding victory. I mean, this girl. I mean, I'm going to tell you something. Her wrestling acumen and background is beyond insane. It's beyond insane. No, we'll try to get. No, I will try to work a little bit of the Mr. Live Worldwide Ringmaster magic and see if we can possibly get Mr. Frank Mir on here. I don't think it's going to be impossible. I'm sure that we could probably bring him to you via Loudmouth Central. But yeah, guys, now this time I get to do the outro. You always get to do the outro. You got to do the intro. It's my turn to actually do the fucking outro.
If you want to see Frank Mir on Loudmouth Fisticuffs, give us a oh hell yeah.
Yeah, okay, lukewarm. Yeah, you're no stone.
Hell yeah.
You're no Stone Cold. You're lukewarm. Trust me.
Oh.
All right, guys. Well, that's going to wrap it. That is a wrap right now for episode number 41. That's Josh Furs. I'm Mr. Live Worldwide, Jeff Houston. Thank you so much for tuning in to Loud